Colchester Garrison, as an entity, is actually the Army's Rapid Reaction Brigade, 16 Air Assault Brigade, which is the vast majority of those soldiers. And their job, of course, is to be the tip of the spear for any military deployments that had to happen, particularly in a fairly rapid way. So the garrison is really, if you like, think of it as the aircraft carrier from which that Rapid Reaction Brigade can deploy. And so another way that it's described is the firm base. It is the firm base. An integral part of being the firm base is that community engagement, because the community and the town provide the support that complements what I, as the Garrison Commander, am required to orchestrate in terms of the MOD's support, both to that deployable brigade and indeed to its families. What I've talked about in terms of Colchester Garrison, and particularly in terms of 16 Air Assault Brigade, who have been here since 1998 and will be here in perpetuity, really is now, if you like, the, let's call it best practice, which is being applied across the country. What's called Army 2020, the Army of the Future, will be embedded in local communities, particularly in what we call super garrisons, here in Colchester, up in Catterick in North Yorkshire, down in Tidworth and around Salisbury Plain are the main areas. And the intention is not to move units around like we did for most of my career, but to have much more settled and stable communities, and the soldiers, when they need to move, will often move away but then come back to where they started, and that means their families can be more settled, and all of the exponential benefits of those relationships that can grow on that basis, like we are already doing in Colchester, will apply elsewhere too.